Hello everyone, this is Christy here from Dot and Pop Creations. Today I'm going to show you how I gut a book. So quite often I will find some old books at vintage stores like Goodwill or wherever, and I will take out the insides, and I'm going to show you right here how I create the inside covers and the back covers for a journal. So right now I am taking some Mod Podge. I've already taken the pages out of the book. If you want to find how to do that, I can show you in another video that I have. So right now I am really giving it a good bit of Mod Podge, but you really want to be very even with your strokes on this. I have already measured out my paper, and I tend to find that it works best if you're working with really good quality paper, so a thick paper, a type of cardstock. The lighter papers tend to kind of buckle, so I try and get a nice thick paper for that. So I've done the first left-hand inside cover here, and I've done part of the spine. So I'm going to flip over my paper right here, and I'm going to place it on really well. I'm just going to line it up. Yes, okay. And then I have this tool here. This is going to get out any little bubbles that I might have had, if there's little air pockets in there. So it's nice and flat. Again, I would always use really good quality paper, and if you're finding that your edges aren't sticking well, then just add a little bit more. The edges tend to need a little bit. I tend to do a really light bit over top at the end, as you can see, and that's just to make sure that that's not going to come off. Okay, so here I'm finding kind of where my fold lines are. So I have a little tool here. This is going to give me a little indent. I try and kind of feel it out with my hands first. You can see that it wasn't perfect there. But this kind of gives it like a fold line. Yeah, that's good. So again, it's not 100% perfect. On the top there, the bottom looks a little bit better, but we'll make it work. So I'm going to push it down really well with my hands first. And then I can use my little tools to make sure. So I'm doing a little layer over top there. Now in the spine, I'm going to be sewing pages into there, so it doesn't have to be perfect. You know, you want it to be the best you can do, but even though that top part wasn't 100% perfect, that doesn't bother me. This is a handmade journal, so there's little imperfections here and there, and I'm totally fine with that. So I'm going to do the same thing for my other side here. I'm going to get a good amount of the Mod Podge. I've put it on with just a paintbrush. Now this is a paintbrush that I will always use glue with. I won't paint with this ever again, even though I washed it out really good afterwards. And this was all the same sheet of paper. I just cut it into different sections. So it was a 12 by 12 paper. And it was a nice double-sided cardstock. So I'm going to do the same thing for that side. Make sure it's lined up well. It's looking pretty good so far. Do a little bit on those corners, add a little bit. I'll do a bit on the top there, just to make sure that doesn't come up, because this part of the book will get quite a bit of use. So you don't want the pages coming up. So I'm just doing a little bit of finishing touches there. I'm probably going to wipe the glue off in a second because I have a little bit too much there. Yep, that's exactly what I'm doing. There we go. Perfect. Excellent. And this is how it's done.